Okay, so welcome back to our channel. Today I have Mr. Carlton Muhammad. And what's your name, brother? I see you got bigger up there,
Mike
but I don't want to call you by your bigger.
Mike Douglas.
Mike Douglas.
Yeah.
Good afternoon to you, brothers. Y'all are out in the West Coast, Oakland
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
area.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Okay. And you guys were interested in potentially joining Jam Pro out there on the West Coast, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Or, one of the other franchises.
Okay, okay.
Mm,
Who do y'all have? Who do y'all have out there aside, other than Jan Pro? Who do y'all have out there?
Coverall.
Okay, okay. I've heard of Coverall, but I haven't. Um, we don't have Coverall in our area, so I don't know what their franchise plans break down. You may have to enlighten me on that. Um, but we do have Jana King in our area as well. Jana King is a little bit more expensive than Jan Pro as far as franchise fees are concerned. I think Jana King takes about 30%, which 30 to 33%, I believe it, which Jan Pro only takes around 20, 28 or 27%, depending on how you guys have it structured.
Mm-hmm.
So what can I help you guys with? What questions do you have as far as the cleaning industry or cleaning franchises are concerned?
So again, I'm Carlton. That's my business partner, Mike.
Okay.
And I wanted to know, really, my questions was, why Jam Pro? I came across you on YouTube, and as I was already looking into it, my wife and I was watching, you and your wife talk about some things, and I wrote some things down. And I wanted to know, like what makes Jam Pro different versus, any of the other companies.
Well, basically they're all similar. They all have pretty much the similar structure, marketing
Mm-hmm.
plan. But to me, Jam Pro fees are a lot cheaper than any other of your big box commercial cleaning franchises. So the franchise fees are a little bit less. With Jana King, I think Jana King, they actually focus a little bit more on big commercial industries. So they go after like your stadiums and stuff like that for cleans and commercial cleans like that. Jan Pro, I don't know if they do that a lot. They mostly are in the commercial business type deals, so office spaces, banks, smaller commercial deals such as that nature. But I don't, like I said, I don't have any information on Coverall. I don't. We don't have a Coverall in our area, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you anything about Coverall. But Jan Pro, to me, the reason why I chose a cleaner franchise is because I wanted to be off hands. I didn't want to run a traditional business where I had to be in the office every day answering phones. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get the business started and put it on autopilot and manage my business, 4 to 6 hours a week. So that's what we have our business set up on. It's semi-passive. We go in and we manage the business maybe about 4 hours a week, where we're walking through accounts, making sure everything is taken care of, making sure the buildings are clean. And that's been working for us because we're off into real estate. That's our big passion. Our big passion is investing in real estate. So that's what we do on a day-to-day basis. We manage our Airbnb properties, and we manage some of the rentals that we have. And then we do also other investments like investing in crypto stocks and things like the gold and silver and things of that nature. So I didn't want to tie up all my time just running a business. I didn't want to be confined to having to answer customer complaints or go out and look for contracts or anything like that. I wanted to buy into a system that would handle all of that for me, and all I would have to do is handle my contractors or employees.
Mm-hmm.
That answers your question.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Hey, Big Mike, you got any questions?
Yeah. So basically, like, once you get started, you're just basically in control of hiring people, or just putting your team together and going out and like working them contract deals. Because it sounded a little bit like I was into like trucking. I had a box truck, and that's basically what I had to do. Go out to stores and get contracts and see if everything match up. So that's kind of similar.
Everything except for the going out and getting contracts. So we don't worry about going to get
That's
contracts. Yeah. You can get contracts. We've gotten contracts on our own before, but we don't fill our day up with looking for contracts. JanPro does the contract. They have sales teams that go out and they go and scour for contracts in our area. So we don't worry about that. All we do is manage the teams.
Okay, yeah. All right, gotcha. Something pretty simple.
Okay. My question was so with
Your phone is breaking up.
contract, right? I seen you had a
Your phone is breaking up. I couldn't understand what you were saying.
What, static in now?
Say that again, sir.
I was saying so I know there are different price bases. I saw on your YouTube. I never got a chance to fully watch it. Like every time I try to watch it, something comes up. Like literally, right? So I know there were, different prices that you buy into. And what I wanted to know is like with coverall, right? You you they have payment plans so you can buy outright.
Yes, sir.
And that consists of a certain dollar amount, and then they want you to take a class
Yes,
on
sir.
how to actually clean, which I think was like from 4 to 6 weeks. They also provide you with the ability to buy bulk commercial cleaning products. Is that like the same thing?
Same setup. Same
Mm-hmm.
setup. You buy your initial package that gets you into the business. So that's the buy-in into the business. That's why I tell a lot of people, don't worry about buying those large packages, because all that first initial buy-in is just to get you in the door. So buy the smallest package to get in the door. Once you start cleaning those accounts, JanPro is going to provide more accounts to you. Then you start financing the larger accounts or paying those smaller accounts in full. So with the JanPro system, you can buy product in bulk, or you can buy them as needed through the company. So some of our buildings we buy in bulk because we don't want to make multiple trips down there. So once a month we'll go down there and buy in bulk for all our buildings, like gloves, cleaning supplies, anything like that. We'll buy it in bulk, and what they do is you don't pay for it up front. They take it out of the billing. So they take it out of the billing. So once you get your check at the end of the month, it'll be minus the supplies that you purchased.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty much the same setup as coverall. We have a 5-week class that you have to go through to get certified to be a JanPro rep or a franchisee. So you have to still take that 5-week training course. So it's
How
pretty
much
much
is that?
the training course it's included in that package. So when you buy that first package, that includes your training course. So once you buy that first initial package, your course is already in there. You take your 5 in-class courses, take the test, you pass the test, and then you're ready to go.
Okay.
So it's like, my bad. The packages is basically like giving you access to information.
To everything, to all the tools that they
Okay.
have. It gives you that access to that. It gets you started. So that's why I tell a lot of people, why invest $10,000 to start JanPro when you can invest $2,500? You got your package already. They're gonna give you the $400 worth of contracts. They're gonna put you through the course. The only thing you probably have to buy is your equipment, which is about $1,000 for the equipment. You can either buy it outright or they'll finance it for you. So pretty much you can get started for about $3,000. Now, in my area, when I first started back in 2016, when I bought that first package outright, that included our cleaning supplies. But I don't think they do that anymore. I don't think that they include the the vacuum, the brooms, the mops. They don't include that. They did when I started in 2016. But I'm hearing that from a lot of people that that's an additional cost of $900. So, but they finance that if you want it financed, or you could buy it outright.
Okay. Okay. And so how many contracts come with the lowest
So with
the
Jan,
lowest buy-in?
so with JanPro, for 2520, that's going to get you $414 worth of business per month billing. So that could be one contract or that could be two. So normally, what happens is, especially with us, and I posted a video about it today. My first contract was when we bought the first initial contract. It was $414 that was owed to us, but the first contract was $648. That was the first billing. That was the first contract to get us in the door. Now, although JanPro only owed us $414 worth of business, it went over by $250 worth of business. So we had to pay the difference of that $200, which was about $700. So we went on and paid that as upfront. So we didn't owe JanPro anything. And we were receiving that first contract for 2 days out. It was 2 days a week. And we were getting paid $648. Now, minus the 22%, we brought home roughly about $509 a month, $508 a month in that. Then after we worked that for about 2 weeks, we were offered another contract. So just because you received that first contract, that doesn't stop them from, that first contract is just getting you in the door. Once you start cleaning and you're proving, it's pretty much like an audition. You're proving yourself as a business owner to them, and they're going out. Once they say, okay, you're being successful, they're going out and they're continuing to get, because I think the first 90 days, we received 5 contracts in the first 90 days. So in the first 8 months, we were at $75,000 in the first 7 months of the business. Then the first 6 months, we were over 100 grand. The second year, we were over 200 grand. And now we're right at 300 grand.
And would you recommend getting vans first, to load up your equipment and things of that nature?
No. Now, if you have a small truck, because here's the thing, a lot of those contracts have a janitor's closet where you could keep your equipment there on site.
Okay.
So we don't haul around any equipment because all our buildings have janitor closets on site. So all of our equipment is there. So we don't have to haul anything around with us.
Okay.
So I wouldn't recommend, unless you plan on doing like carpet cleaning and stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend going out buying vans or anything like that. You could use your own vehicle for your initial startup to go and clean. You can use your own vehicle to do that, because you won't need anything, unless if it's major accounts. Most major accounts have a janitor's closet that you can store your equipment in.
Right.
So
right.
I wouldn't suggest you do that.
Okay. Yes, sir. And my last question, unless brother Mike.
You can't hear you. You don't have any sound.
You got me now?
Yes, I hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, my last. Okay. Because with coverall, right? It was basically like the same thing, and I got a lot of my questions answered within it, and I thank you for taking time out of your day to do this. You know, really, because with all the information that you have, man, and I seen on YouTube, you really could be charging, you know, in truth. So I thank you for that, brother. Um, but
Yes.
I think I think, brother, yeah, I've got everything. I'll have to go on the Jam Pro site and schedule a meeting, you know, and go through that process again. But I think I'll probably end up going with Jam Pro.
Okay. Yeah, I don't get anything from it. I don't, that's not our calling. Our mission was to just to help people get free of the 9 to 5. I believe in doing for self. I've always believed, since I was in my early 20s of doing for self. So although I worked a government job and stuff like that, worked overseas as a contractor, I've always believed in, hey, I need to provide for myself because at the end of the day, I'm a line item and I'm someone else's leverage. I'm being used
Mm-hmm.
to, I'm being used as someone else's leverage. So I need to create my own leverage so I could, have those vacations when I want to take vacations or get up when I want to get up and do things when I want to do them. And I didn't want nobody controlling me, telling me when I could come to work or take a lunch or anything like that. So that's one of the biggest reasons why we started Jam Pro. And since we got started and we see the success that we have, it's only right that I help as many people see the same thing, you know. So that's why I try to go over contracts to make sure that people are successful with their business. If they just look at the contract uh, with a keen eye versus taking everything Jam Pro offers you, because sometimes a lot of times Jam Pro is going to offer you contracts doesn't make sense. I literally just got an email just 2 minutes ago from Jam Pro offering me a new contract. And this contract is 5 days a week for $987. Now, does that sound like a good contract? Would I even waste my time on a contract that's $987 for 5 days a week?
No.
It doesn't make any sense. So what I'm saying to you, when I say to a lot of my people, just because they offer you contracts, don't take them. Don't take the bad ones. Sift through them. Take the ones that make financial sense to you. Now, with that being said, when you get started with Jam Pro, you want to take your first initial contract because if you don't, they're going to roll you back. They're going to roll you at the bottom of the list and worry about you later. So that first one, take it. If it's bad, take it. Now, work it for 12 months. It's not, long as it's not horribly bad where you're upside down. Don't take that. If you're upside down, don't take it. But if it's not meeting that $500 a month threshold, it may be ours didn't meet the $500 threshold at the beginning because we worked it. It was $350, but it was passive $350 after we hired someone. We were passively making $350. But now that we're doing it, we want to make at least $500 to $1,000 per contract, passive. After we pay everybody, after we pay Jam Pro, contractors, everything, we still want to put $500 to $1,000 in our pocket on each contract, and 300 at minimum. 300 at minimum. We're not going below 300. We want to make 300 at minimum. So these contracts that I receive 5 days a week for $987, I can't pay Jam Pro and pay my contractor to go in and do that 5 days a week. It doesn't make any sense. There's no money there.
Right.
So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get out in front of everybody because I sift through YouTube and I see a lot of people talking about Jam Pro in a negative light. And a lot of times they talk about Jam Pro in a negative light is because they didn't do their due diligence when they took these contracts. A lot of people were in debt to Jam Pro. They were financing a lot of their contracts where they were upside down. You don't want to do that. You want to treat it just like, you want to treat it like anything else, credit card or whatever. You don't want to drown in debt with a credit card, so why would you want to drown in debt owing people some money for some contracts? The same principle. So,
Right.
so
It's always better to invest in yourself.
that's right. So that's all I'm doing. I'm doing it for the passion. I'm doing it to help people. We don't, now my VIP class, we charge $40 a month for that, for people that I got to hold their hand and go over contracts with them and stuff like that. I do charge for that. But to give out this information, man, God's not going to bless me for holding this kind of information in, man. So why would I charge somebody for this information? You know, I'm gonna give this information for free. Now, if it comes down to where you're calling me on the phone and you want me to look at your contracts and walk you through the business, then yeah, I'll charge you our VIP $40 a month for that. But other than that, man, I'm just trying to help people. Me and my wife, this is our calling. Our calling is to help as many people as we can.
Yes, sir. I think I got one last question, unless my partner do.
Yes, sir.
You good, Big Mike?
Yeah, I'm good. I pretty much understand, you know what I mean, everything.
Got you. So do they require like can you get a sole prop, or do they require LLC? You know, like what are the requirements? You know, they probably want to verify your license, things of that nature.
No. What they require is you set up a business account. It could be a sole proprietorship or LLC. Long as you have a business bank account that they could deposit your money into a business bank account. And they want to have that, either that business license or a copy of that LLC on file each year when it renews. They need to have that. They need to have a copy of the renewal every year on file. That's the only thing required as far as business.
And what about background check? I mean, I'm clear. I just want to know that information.
Oh, now they run background checks. They run your background check on your on the franchisees. So in our area, it city to city varies. So I can't tell you how Oakland run, but in our area, you can't have any felonies on your background to be a franchisee. Because you are at the end of the day going into these office buildings, you're looking at some sensitive items and stuff like that, or you know, you may be walking into an insurance company or IRS building or whatever that you're cleaning. So they want to make sure that your background is clean.
Gotcha.
Now, when you're hiring people, it's up to you as a business owner whether you want to run background on your people that you're hiring. It depends on what contract, because I do both. I run background checks on some that are dealing with financing and stuff like that. I have to run backgrounds on that, or a battered shelter for women. I have to run backgrounds on that. But there's some industrial that I don't run background on because it's just the nature of where we're at or what we're cleaning, what we're providing service for. So, you know, I try to be fair and offer jobs to everybody. I don't discriminate from anybody. So I just try to abide by the rules. So if my client says we need to run backgrounds, we run backgrounds.
Okay. And do they do a credit check?
No, you got no credit check. At least in my area, they don't run no credit check.
All right.
You gotta have that. You gotta have that check up front when you get started. That's all they want to know. Can you write a check? Is the check going to be good, or money order, or cash, or whatever they offer in your building? But long as that first initial check is good, that's all they want to worry about, because anything after that, they're going to take the money off top anyway. So before you get paid, they get paid.
So let's say, let's say we went forward and, we got our package. What is the steps from there? We do our class, and then, just you can walk me through the steps. Like hypothetically speaking, we bought the package right now. We spent $25, got the package. And then what are the steps?
Okay. So the first step is call your Jan Pro local office. Once you call your Jan Pro office, they're going to bring you in for an initial meeting. They're gonna tell you about the business. They're gonna tell you everything you're getting ready to get involved with. After that, you gotta wait 15 days. You're gonna have a 15-day. I can't talk to you about Jam Pro. You can't make a decision on whether you're gonna do it or not. After that, that's when after the 15 days, that's when you'll come in and make that first initial payment for your contract. Once you make that first initial payment for your contract, they're gonna set you up for your training class. They're gonna say, hey, training starts in 2 weeks or training start in a week. They're gonna set you up and then you're gonna go through that class. A lot of times,
is that payment separate from the package?
No. That's the package. That first payment is paying that first package. That's that first initial contract that we talked about. That's a buy-in. Pretty much that's how I look at it. That's my buy-in into the Jam Pro business. So once you buy in and once you go through that class, start that training class, a lot of times they have contracts already waiting for you. Before you even finish the class, they have contracts waiting for you. At least from my experience, before we even finished our class, we had a contract waiting on us. So, you know, a lot of times you will have that first initial contract. Now, depending on how you service your first contract, depends on how fast they get you your next contract. And then it just depends on the market that you're in. You might have a greater demand, because I have a buddy that started out in Washington, D.C., and he was, within his first month, he was offered 5 contracts. So it just depends on the market that you're in.
Right. And I feel as though this is a good market, being the area, you know, the Bay Area is a lot of places around here, a lot of wealth around.
Yeah.
So, you know, like you said, with, you know, that first I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. That first impression, you did that first contract, you handle business, you know, of course it'll bring in much better opportunities, and you know, you can grow. So I definitely like you know, the idea, the business, especially talking to someone who look like me, you brother, you feel what I'm saying? The goal is to, you know, get information. Like you said, God blesses people who share information.
Sure.
So yeah, man, I'm all for that. I'm gonna speak with Carlton, and definitely, you know, we can get into that, because you know that's the goal. You want to do things for yourself, invest into yourself, and just grow
Yes,
out here,
sir.
so we can get off that clock. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Like I said,
Definitely.
I've been off. I've been, knock on wood. I've been, me and my wife both. We've been free for 7 years now, completely free
Man,
of working for anybody, and
word. That's
we
a
don't
blessing.
plan on going back. We don't plan on going back to work for anybody. That's our goal. Our goal is to build on what we have now, and like I said, Jam Pro played a big part in that. You know, I tell a lot of people, you know, Jam Pro plays a big part, but you don't want Jam Pro to be your only source either. That's just like you wouldn't want your job to be your only source. You know, you want to always take the money that you're making with Jam Pro and reinvest it in something else that's going to bring you more money back. You know,
Exactly. Yeah.
while we take all our funds, every time we build up a nest egg of money, we put it in real estate or we put it into some investment, some sort of investment to bring us back more income.
Exactly. That's the goal. Your money is the tool, so you gotta make it work.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I appreciate the time, definitely.
Oh, no problem, no problem. I hope I answered all your questions. You guys have any more?
Colin he probably missed that because he had disconnected.
Okay, yeah.
But I was just asking him, you know, I was just hypothetically asking him if we got started right now, what was the steps and everything. That's how I was asking him, Colin.
Yeah, I think he's frozen again.
Yeah, word. It's all good though. I relate to him.
Your phone. Yeah. You must be in a bad
Where your
area.
phone static.
Yeah. Well, definitely. I think I have Carlton's number. Like I said, you guys can reach.
You breaking up bad, Carl.
I can't make that out.
But you breaking up real bad, bro. Mm-hmm. Well, I definitely relay everything back to him, Brother Fowler.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And like I said, you guys have my email address. I'm gonna text Carlton's my phone number as well, and I look forward to you guys coming back on and telling me your story or how you got started in Oakland, and just if I can do anything else to help you guys reach your goals with Jam Pro, don't hesitate to reach out to me.
All right, thank you, man. I really appreciate it, brother. God bless you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. And thank you for
We'll be
coming
speaking.
on. Thank you for coming on. And like I said, let's set something up when you guys get started. Let's set something up to come back and do your testimonial on, what you think about Jam Pro, whether you like it or you dislike it. Just let me know.
Okay, no doubt. And just like we said, sharing information. I'm big into crypto, so I don't know if you and your wife
Oh yeah.
understand crypto. Yeah, I'm big into
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, we've been
that's
investing
my
in
call.
crypto since 2016. We've been in since
Oh
2016.
man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
brother. Yeah, definitely.
we've been hard
Yeah.
in it. And some things that we're doing now to with crypto to earn passive income as well. So
Right.
um
That's what it's about.
yeah, so we take some of our funds and we put it off into crypto and stuff like that. And you know, like I said, we just believe in multiplying our funds. We believe in doing
Right.
it. Yeah.
Man, yeah, I love that, bro.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
So yeah, definitely get my email address and then we can talk offline about the crypto stuff, man. There's some things that I do to make some good money with crypto as well. So let's uh let's
Okay.
let's talk about that.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's talk about that offline as well.
Okay, anytime, bro. Thank you again, man.
No problem. And thank you guys
All
for
right.
coming on. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next video, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you guys for coming on.
All right. No problem, bro. Have a great one.
You too. Peace.